midweek volleyball action coming your way on the OH Report. It's a KMAC match of the week as the Northmor Lady Knights travel to Howard, Ohio to the new Dog Pound Gymnasium here on the campus of East Knox. For some volleyball action, we have it coming your way on your PC, TV, tablet, smartphone, whatever smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Winford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dog Pound, the brand new Dog Pound on the campus of East Knox High School here in Howard, Ohio, for what I'm dubbing the K-Match match of the week between the Lady Knights of Northmor and the homestanding Lady Bulldogs of East Knox High School. Their first ever varsity sporting event here on the new floor that I'd like to call Shane Knepp Court at Weston Mielik Gymnasium. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. And before we say our hellos, Hayden, to the folks watching, also we'd like to welcome everybody watching on the WBCO, WQEL Facebook pages out of Bucyrus. The game of the week for you guys tonight was supposed to be Clear Fork hosting Gallion, but due to the tragedy that happened earlier, all athletic events for Gallion were postponed today, and all of us here at the OH Report would like to send our deep condolences to the McCabe family, to the Gallion High School family, and the Gallion community. You are in our thoughts and prayers tonight. And also, we have posted on our OH Report Facebook page on the timeline the GoFundMe to help support the McCabe family in this time. And once again, just a terrible, terrible thing to happen to such a great community and to such a great family. So once again, the GoFundMe page is on our page. And also tonight, this will be the game of the week for you folks. We'll get Galleon and Clear Fork when they do reschedule that one. But Hayden, we do have volleyball here tonight. 2 KMAC squads, 2 rivals going at it. And we've seen both of these teams already this season, Hayden. And why don't we start off with here in the Park National Bank pregame show with the Northmor Lady Knights. They're 2-3 this season. 0-1 in the KMAC. The last match, they lost to Big Walnut 2-0. They also lost to Westerville Central 2-1 in that tri-match. So, you know, really tested so far this year. And they got to go through one Chloe Keene, just the main artery of this squad.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I questioned about Northmor this year would just be some of that experience, obviously after girls like Reagan Swihart and Lexi Wenger graduate last year. But through this point in the season, I have seen a lot of those girls that got a lot of good playing time last year really step up. And you see those girls like Kincaid and Brewer and Earlston. They have just continued to be a good plug and play, not really that rebuild that we talk about. So you bring up those Columbus teams as well. That's some good experience for them to go play some tougher teams down from a bigger area.
And before we get to the Lady Bulldogs, we'll send it down to the floor for the national anthem. And Athletic Director Scott Brinkner right now.
The East Knox community has always had the backs of the Bulldogs, and the transformation of this campus and gym has been simply incredible. Whether you worked on the levy campaign, whether you're a part of the design process, or simply voted yes to ensure the next generation of Bulldogs has the very best, all of us here at East Knox want to take a moment to say a big thank you to all of you for making this dream possible. Go Bulldogs! Ladies and gentlemen, as a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, East Knox High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Northmor High School and East Knox High School. To honor America, please stand, remove your hats, face our flag, and join in the playing of our national anthem.
And now that we have honored America, let's take a look at the homestanding Lady Dogs of East Knox here in the Park National Bank pregame. 0-1, only one match because they were waiting, you know, to get this floor completely put in, the new bleachers and everything. This place looks phenomenal as well. So they had a slow start to the season, only one match thus far, and you saw it live and free on the OH report. They fell to Fredericktown 3-0. And Hayden, what are some things East Knox needs to do to be competitive tonight and get that, maybe even get that first win?
One of the largest things I believe that they need to do tonight is just cut down on some of those extended runs that they were allowing Fredericktown to get the other evening. Obviously, this is a game that revolves around runs, and if you can string enough together, you're going to find that victory. So there's going to be a few that happen, but you want to limit those to those single digits. Last week, they allowed Fredericktown to go on a couple 10-0 runs, 12-2 runs, and so forth. You want to try and limit those tonight because this is definitely a different Bulldog team than we've been accustomed to on the OH Report. They're definitely very competitive this year and want to give themselves a chance every night, every possession.
And that's your key tonight. Keep it close. Just, you don't want to give up those runs. I guess you could say East Knox, after their first match, would be a bit of an underdog, especially since Northmor's played 5 matches already and have played some good competition. But for underdogs, if you keep it close late, that's when you get that momentum and think you can pull it off and get the win. So that's the key for the Lady Dogs here, brought to you by Park National Bank. And now let's look at the starters for tonight's match, or the participants, I should say, because everybody's probably going to play. First for the Lady Knights, once again brought to you by Park National Bank. Allie Sheriff, Chloe Keene, Amanda Kincaid, Maya Trainer, Emily Zager, Lizzie Earlston, Maddie Blunk, Maggie Brewer, Abby Conant, Hannah James, and they are led by head coach Josh Lehman. Now for the homestanding Lady Dogs and their gym opening match. Kensley McMillan, Hannah McCoy, Kiara Knepp, Zoe Parker, Shanda Mielik, Grace Sheesby, Addison Davis, Olivia Elliott, Sydney Biggs, Isabel Schlegel, Sydney Opfer, and Josie Haggy. They are led by head coach Kelsey Walters. So just about ready to go here in this one. While we have a quick second, let's thank the sponsors that are allowing you to watch this live and free tonight. Park National Bank, where you mean more, and Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. And we are just about ready to go here. Once again, we want to welcome you all in live and free here on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as the WQEL and WBCO Facebook pages. Crawford County folks, welcome on in. Finally able to get a live stream going. We've had some internet issues for the last couple of weeks, so you haven't been able to quite see what we had to offer with our live stream. So we are excited to bring these to you starting tonight. And already having some comments in here. Anybody wants to comment, please, in the comment section, just leave any shout-outs where you're watching from, and we'll give you a shout-out, just like Joyce Frazee, Go Bulldogs. Kevin Bailey, Go Bulldogs. Matt Planey, Go Lady Knights. And one Abby Gray, my favorite commenter, Travis.
Oh.
Oops, I mean Hayden. Nice to hear from you once again, Abby.
I think that's one of my favorite things about KMAC competitions here on the OH Report, Travis, is you're always going to have an even balance. So right now, I believe, though, Bulldogs, 2 Go Bulldogs in there, 1 Golden Knights, the Northmor fans.
And 1 Travis.
Yeah, true. 1 for Travis as well.
But we are just about ready to go. The Lady Knights will start things off as Lizzie Earlston. We are underway. Blocked at the net. Lady Knights with a chance. Keene across. That's dug up by Sheesby. But mishandled, and the Lady Knights take the first point of this match. It's 1-0 as you take a look on the Knox Community Hospital replay. Just a little bit of an overpass. Makes it 1-0. Another nice serve. Corralled by the Lady Dogs. Free ball over by Biggs. Backside, and a nice swing and point for Maggie Brewer. It's 2-0.
Nice job by a couple of the girls I mentioned in pregame that last year weren't necessarily in that starting rotation, but had a lot of great varsity experience that now translate over to this year.
So a 2-0 run here to start for the Lady Knights. Keene from the back end. Nice quick set and point by Amanda Kincaid. So 3 separate Lady Knights with the first 3 points of this match, and that's good balance there for a squad. You know, they lost their, you could say, their 2 best players in Reagan Swihart and Lexi Wenger from last year. But
certainly
some of these pieces still from that team that has made a few district championship appearances are back here, and a great let ball there for point number 4 in a row. Overpass is corralled. Back over. And the Lady Dogs are on the board.
If you're East Knox, you want to capitalize on those. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication over on the Northmor side, but early going, these are some of those runs where you want to talk about trying, cut them off, keep things to no more than a 3-point differential.
And as it should be, Hayden, the first player to record a point, first varsity player to record a point, has the last name of Knepp.
It's only fitting.
Kiera Knepp. Double hit against the Lady Dogs makes it 5-1 Northmor. Justin Hirschberger, go Knights. George Scott, go Bulldogs.
So the evenness continues a bit. Still seeing a nice balance of both sides.
That's why I love the KMAC. So many people that roots for it. Keene into the net. East Knox switched their second point of the match. It's 5-2.
Our first chance seeing Northmor was back at the tri-match against Lucas and Clear Fork a few weeks ago, Travis, and that's that same power Keene just brought on that last one that we saw a lot that weekend.
And they took care of business as well, sweeping Clear Fork 2-0 and then Lucas 2-0. Nice cross shot and point for the Lady Bulldogs. That was Sydney Biggs. Cuts the deficit to 5-3.
Some great ball placement there. Good heads-up play by Biggs. She was also another player that they leaned on heavily against Fredericktown.
What a swing. Gets the point back there for the Lady Knights. That's Chloe Keene. We've seen a lot of that from her early on in this season.
Yeah, I think Chloe Keene's going to be one of those household names here on volleyball as far as the OH report goes this year. Not only because we'll be covering the Golden Knights a lot, but just because she asserts her dominance very early in the matches.
She's taking that spot that Reagan Swihart
very
filled
much so
gratefully the last 4 years. Pushed over. Free ball to the Lady Knights. Keene off the block and down. And it's 7-3 Lady Knights. Let's take a look at the Knox Community Hospital replay. That's what you want to do if you're a big striker like that. And if Mackenzie Weaver was here, she'd say the same thing. You want to try and aim it right off the fingertips to get that deflection.
Kincaid, another veteran server, and you're seeing exactly why right there.
Nice effort from the Lady Dogs, but just unable to get it across, and they'll have to take a timeout, the first timeout here of the match. 8-3, Northmor out to a quick lead here in the KMAC Match of the Week. Starting off a busy week also, Hayden. We have a soccer match that'll be coming up here shortly. Clear Fork boys heading to Mansfield Christian. We'll show you the our schedule of events coming up here shortly.
Yeah, we'll have Mansfield Christian and Clear Fork, as Travis just mentioned.
And as I say that, they just went live.
Oh,
so right on our Facebook timeline up above us will be that match. But you can watch that in between sets.
Yeah.
But you want to be here. You want to stay here for this one, as the Lady Knights out to an early lead.
Another one of those keys tonight for East Knox is this is another first-year head coach. And so Brian had the chance to talk to her at our game against Fredericktown last week. She's excited, has seen a lot of hard work from the girls over the summer. But, it's one of those situations where a lot of things remain to be unseen for her and for the girls. So kind of going through this process together.
Free ball to the Lady Knights. Set up instead of going to Keene, right up the middle, and a big swing and point for Abby Conant. Makes it 9-3. You take a look at another replay of that. Another nice cross shot, Sydney Opfer.
And where they've found their two successful points has been that near side, if you're watching at home or towards us. That near side of the court's been left exposed a bit.
Yep, and the cross shot has worked. And it's a harder shot than you expect, Hayden, because if you hit it too hard, you don't have as much court as you would going straight across towards the back line. So you have to take a little bit off. Trying for that again. This time, Lady Knights were there. That was Emily Zager, the libero. Nice setup for Knepp, but a bit of a miss hit. And the Lady Knights with its 10th point here of the opening set.
Brewer step back to serve, and again, she's one of those girls that had a good chunk of playing time and getting to kind of learn under Reagan Swihart and Lexi Wenger. She picks up the ace.
Got the deflection. And it's one of those, do I go for it or do I not? It's right on the line, and it was just a perfect placement there. Set up for Knepp, off the block. That's going to turn into a free ball for the Lady Knights. Keene gets it back over. Back set. Dug, but out of bounds. So East Knox back on the board. That was a nice swing. And finish. Josie Haggie. Big swing, but it's blocked by Opfer.
Bulldogs now a bit on the more of the aggressor part here.
Keene off the cross set. Over the Knepp. Just out. You thought that deflected off a Lady Knight, but I don't think it did. Big swing. And thankfully Zager whiffed on that, or that would have been a kill.
It's another one of those. You brought it up already, but I think having your back line be very disciplined is also one of those keys to not giving the team free points.
Pushed across. Set up for Blunk. Off the block and down. Quickly, Lady Knights out to a 13-5 lead here in set number 1. Keene with the serve, and it's an ace.
And what a serve from her, just barely. I don't think it scraped in that, but it was as close as possible to scraping that top of the net. Low line drive.
And it scraped off the fingertips of Schlegel. So Keene, our MVP of the try match, just out. And it's 14-6.
And that's one of those, obviously, anytime you have a chance to see a team play twice in the same morning, you pick up on some of those things happening. I know Coach oftentimes talked to her about stepping back a little bit on her serve. She gives a lot of power, so it can go either way with her sometimes, still finding the right temperature to send it to the defense.
And off the mistake, cuts the lead in half. Big block. Keene back across, but into the net, so 3 in a row for the Lady Dogs. They got a little bit something going here midway through the set.
Now you want to use that momentum to capitalize, string together a few of your own here, get it back to within reach, or better yet, take the lead. Have a decision at the net. Northmor will take the point. Another display of that strength from Keene.
(15-8) the score. That's Abby Conant. Bit of a miss hit. Free ball. It will get across. Lady Knights with a chance, but a miss hit. And East Knox has this cut to 6.
Yeah, Kincaid and Keene just not on the same wavelength there. Bit of a miscommunication. That's going to leave the door open for East Knox to try and get back into this before Northmor gets too close. They do have an official timeout.
They're making sure they had the correct players into place. That they switch Hannah McCoy and Kiara Knepp. Big swing and finish. Maddie Blunk will get a substitution. Brewer back in. She replaces Allie Sheriff. Free ball to the Lady Knights. Back set over. East Knox with a chance. Cross shots kept up. Bit of an adjustment allows East Knox with another attempt. Dinked over. At the net, another dink. And the light touch on the other end. Sydney Biggs brings this to within 6 as East Knox now into double digits at 16-10.
East Knox doing a nice job of finding those moments where they know they're going to be able to catch them off guard.
We got an ace. So both sides trying to play with that far sideline, and both sides getting an ace out of it. Set up, pushed over, but kept up by the Lady Dogs. Free ball. Nice adjustment by Amanda Kincaid. That set was a little bit out in front of her, but she was still able to get the full force of that swing and get the point.
Yeah, great job just really reaching that arm all the way back and still mustered up a good bit of strength, as you mentioned.
Another adjustment is a near point, but East Knox turns it into a free ball. Fakes it over the Keene. Oh.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great decision to use that there after Kincaid has had a couple nice opportunities. They bite on that fake, and Keene's waiting there.
And it looked like East Knox had the positioning there, but just the force of that swing still able to thread the needle for the point. Back line. Set up again for Keene. Miss hit, though, and it'll drop and a point for East Knox. So the Lady Bulldogs sticking around thanks to some Northmor mistakes here in this first set.
And sometimes if you're a team that for the past few years has been struggling and you're starting to, narrow that gap a bit, still take and exploit those mistakes the other team's going to make and use it to your advantage by all means.
That was out. They said East Knox did not get a fingertip on it. Makes it 18-13. And this is the spot where East Knox has been a few times. That 5-point deficit, just haven't been able to get any closer. We'll see if they can on this. But Chloe Keene says no.
And I think what really surprises me there is she only needs a couple steps, gathers herself, and then still is able to generate that much power onto the ball.
Lady Knights 6 points away from taking a 1-0 lead.
Low serve from Kincaid, going to pick up the ace.
That's great positioning, just in between the front and back lines. Midline strong.
And this is that position that became very critical and crucial in each set in that match against Fredericktown for East Knox. If you're right here, you want to find a way. They're still 4 points away. You want to try and keep it as close as possible and not hang your head and then allow them to take it.
Or at least get some momentum for that second
Exactly.
set. And there's a nice shot right there.
This team's got a lot of grit and scrappiness and fight in them, as most teams from Howard do.
That is Howard, Ohio. Grit. Blue collar. Fight till the end. That's a nice serve. Kept up, though, by the Lady Knights. Blocked at the line. And out. just outside the line. The Lady Knights now 3 points away from a set 1 victory.
Brewer will see if she gives her team a chance to put this away.
Just over the net. Nice serve. That would have been out, but Northmor keeps it in play. Now East Knox with a chance. Biggs, that time they didn't play it, and it goes too far. 23-14 Northmor.
I think that's one of those sports moments that almost requires some of the best communication to communicate and relay that information to your team. Even if you're on the bench, you could be participating in, letting them know whether that's going to be in or out.
Off the block and down. Upfer with the kill. And that's one where she just backed Keene and company off just enough to let it bounce down for the point. You have a hair timeout. Schlegel now ready. Nearly an ace. That's going to be a yummy ball and flick down. Great serve. Nearly saved by Northmor, but the yummy ball flicked down and makes it 23-16.
Whole series right there. I just don't think the Lady Knights, they didn't seem ready for that one. East Knox getting to take advantage of a nice opportunity. They're ready to go.
Another overpass gives East Knox a chance. Knepp kept up. Set up for Keene. Big swing. Ooh. Set point Northmor.
That's another difficult one because she almost, you wrap that ball to go to that back left corner. You'd think if you're hitting with your right hand naturally, it would feel better to go to that back right, but finds the opening.
Keene with 8 set points for the Lady Knights. Let ball, kept up. Knepp pushes it over. Cross court set for Blanc. Yes, it's in. And that's how the Lady Knights finish off set number 1. We've played 1 set here. Lady Knights lead it 1-0.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
So East Knox just got into this gym this weekend, and they've already got a ball stuck up on the scoreboard. I mean, I don't – it's either that or they just kept it up there from when they remodeled, but you think they bring it down. Nonetheless, that's quite the accomplishment, the way that scoreboard's set up. You have to hit that perfectly to keep it up there. Speaking of perfectly hitting, Northmor out to the 1-0 lead here on the Knox Community Hospital scoreboard. The KMAC match of the week, Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. Also want to welcome our friends on WBCO and WQEL's Facebook page. Look forward to bringing you these streams throughout the year. Trying to do at least one volleyball match per week on the BCO and QEL pages, along with our many other live streams on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube pages. We'll go over some of the matches that we have coming up on WQEL and BCO's Facebook page as the match goes on, as well as what we have going on the rest of the week.
Another busy week.
I know you'll be back here with WQEL for East Knox Colonel Crawford on Friday night. That you can watch on WQEL's Facebook page.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Always a treat to be down here at any venue in Howard.
Quick push over. Swing blocked and down, but they're going to say East Knox was into the net.
That's a tough one. Come out into the second set. Just got some life back in you. Thought you had the point, but nonetheless, Golden Knights.
So the
take it.
Lady Knights taking the first point of the second set. Quick set over, but it's a double hit. 2-0 Northmor.
Short dropping serve from Earlston.
You know, Amanda Kincaid has been playing some good volleyball since the midway point of that first set. Especially with Keene on the back line. You're going to want to have that 1-2 punch, kind of like a Swihart and Wenger the last few years. So having them strategically placed across from each other allows you to get some points like that as into the net gives East Knox its first point of the set.
I agree.
Northmor taking the first set 25-16.
I agree with you, though, Travis. I think that when I took a look at the roster a few weeks ago when we covered them for the first time, trying to see, okay, which names run a bell from last year, what stuck out to me, the more I think about it, the more we've seen them this year, I'm starting to think the Lady Knights are a really, really good team, and they were just really, really, really good with Reagan Swihart and Lexi Wenger on that team. So I think it almost shouldn't be looked at this year as how much they're going to miss them, but just imagining, wow, I can't believe those two were even a part of this team as well.
So the last 2 years, they went to a fifth set in a district championship match. The year before that, they went to a fifth set in a district semifinal. So that was a team that still some of the pieces from that squad are on this team. That once you get to that D4 bracket, they're ready. They're battle tested, and that's a great way to give a 5-point lead for the Lady Knights. And who else? Amanda Kincaid with the point. Now, they did drop a 3-0 match to Centerburg. Now, I think Centerburg, Fredericktown, the KMAC's getting better. You also have Cardington. Yes. Highland, the powerhouse, now in the MOAC. But I was saying it last year, all the conference championships, all the district championships that the KMAC has throughout all sports, it's just the athletes are really good in this area.
Yeah, the KMAC's always very competitive across all sports, no matter, I mean, you don't want it to be, but even depending on how they measure up to the rest of the competition around them, conference play, the KMAC is always one of those premier ones that you want to tune in and follow.
Miss jump on that set gives East Knox the point. It's 6-3. Keene turns almost into a yummy ball, but the overpass gives Northmor the point. Just the power of that swing. Nearly brought it back right to her. 7-3. Also want to thank everybody commenting right now. A lot of comments so far, so keep that up.
Awesome.
We'll give you some shout-outs here in a little bit.
Yeah, while we're waiting to fulfill our shout-out, maybe we turn this into a competition, see if we can get more East Knox and Northmor cheers going on in the section.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. East Knox underneath the net, so Northmor gets the point, and while the substitution goes on, let's see who we have right here. Leslie Long, good luck, Northmor, number 14.
Okay.
Lori Stoney, way to go, Maddie Blunk. Matt Planey,
Northmor.
great job, Maddie Blunk.
Okay.
And Missy Blunk.
Wow.
Go Knights, go.
I'm seeing a trend emerge, Travis.
A lot of Blunks.
Always.
Rooting on Maddie. That one too strong. And just like that, a 3-point lead goes into a 6-point lead for the Lady Knights.
I like the thought there by Nep. Tried to just sneak that one inside the line of boundary, but Northmor able to practice their discipline and not bite at that one.
Nice dig to get it back over. And a block. East Knox looked like they had it set up, but that front line once again gets the point. Also on YouTube, one comment, Doug Hoke. Go Dogs from the Mustache Man.
Hey, welcome back. It was an honor to lay eyes on the wonderful mustache last week and learn that it's all natural.
Yes. Yeah, when I saw it, read that comment, said that to you guys went crazy. That's great. Yeah, next time you're around a match and you see me there, please come and say hello, Doug.
By.
And Terry Fisher, Lady Knights looking good tonight. Good luck from Orlando, Florida. Terry, I have family that lives in Sanford right down there by you.
I was about to say, Travis, let the Florida comments begin this year.
There's been a lot already in some of the streams I've done. Like
they don't hurt as much when it's still in the 70s here, but come
beautiful
winter.
Day today. Beautiful day.
Come winter, those will hurt a little bit deeper.
And a service fault. That's the first one I've actually seen in the 2 years I've done volleyball. Foot over the line. And you knew I was going to say this at some point, and it's supposed to be beautiful weather in Pittsburgh on Thursday night for the backyard brawl.
Here it comes.
Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Actually, there's a couple Northmor alumni played last year. One, Griffin Workman, big West Virginia fan. He's actually angry that I got to go to the game. But him and Andrew Armroast down at Ohio University, two major players on, well, multiple Golden Knights sports, football, basketball, baseball. It's Chloe Keene once again, deflection off the block and out. And a timeout. So while we have a timeout, I'll let you choose, Hayden. You want the WQEL schedule or our week schedule?
Let's take a look at the WQEL schedule, Travis.
So this is what we're going to have for you folks on WQEL and BCO, your Facebook pages. Tuesday, September 6th, Seneca East at Buckeye Central. The Buckettes looking to get back to a district round. Then we take a little bit of a break until Saturday, September 17th, when Buckeye Central travels to Monroeville, a rematch of that district championship. Monday, September 19th, the Lady Knights back in action on WQEL and BCO. They host a very good Colonel Crawford squad. I believe knocked off Ontario last night. Thursday, September 29th, Colonel Crawford at Cary. Tuesday, October 4th, Mohawk at Winford. And October 13th, Colonel Crawford at Upper Sandusky. And also, hopefully, we will get the rescheduled Clear Fork,
yes, Clear Fork
and Galleon match as well. I tried to set up to we have every Northern 10 squad as well as Galleon and Northmor on for you, WQEL and WBCO folks. That's pretty much your coverage area, the Northern 10. So we are glad to have that for you. And we'll also put our OH Report schedule for the rest of the week for you fans that would like to watch more live streams.
Yeah.
Live and free. Live and always free. You don't even have to pay to watch a replay.
And there's going to be a lot of Bulldogs that want to replay that one, Trav.
Big block. Sydney Opfer right there. Makes it 13-5. But I'm looking forward. I'm not looking forward to getting up extremely early, as you got an ace for the East Knox Bulldogs right after a football Friday night, but I am looking forward to that Buckeye Central Monroeville match.
Yes.
On that Saturday morning. That's Monroeville squad went to the state Final Four, put up a good fight, and then Buckeye Central, another state-ranked squad. You just hate to see two teams like that have to meet in a district championship as the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs, 2 straight aces Cuts this back to 6 points.
And this is what we need to see out of East Knox. We need to see them go onto the aggressive here, play with confidence, and try and get this thing back tied up.
Another solid serve. But this time it's flicked down by the Lady Knights. That was a perfect set for Hannah James. First time mentioning her tonight.
And now I am intrigued. Obviously, Coach Lehman had brought the girls over for a real brief huddle before they got the ball back. And, you know, when you're at a setting like Lucas, you're always very close together. So you're used to hearing him. He quite frequently says just something about get it back right now. You know, like let's get it back.
They got one of those aces back. It's 15-7 now. And back to my conversation with Terry. You don't want to know how hot it's been down in Florida lately. That's why my family, my aunt and uncle, they have a pool. They love being out there. This Ohioan is melting down here.
Most definitely.
I was down there at the end of June, beginning of July, and it, was quite warm. But like you said, you're down by the pool, you're at the beach. It's not as bad. So that goes in the net for East Knox. You'll enjoy it once November, December, January, February hits, though, because speaking like the Farmer's Almanac also saying it's going to be somewhat of a brutal winter, and somehow, some way that almanac's nearly right all the time. Yeah. And as we ramble on, Northmore's pushed their lead back out to 9 points, 17-8.
Hey, it's okay. You know, last week Fredericktown did some pretty awesome things while Brian and I discussed
the
National
mustache
Burger Day.
Oh, Burger Day, that's right.
That was pre-mustache conversation. So
I'm going to get a burger on the way home. I haven't had lunch yet today. And if you see Brian, the East Knox fans especially, if you see Brian, G-Man, or Storm down here, they're going to be doing a couple commercial shoots down in the Howard area, Mount Vernon area. So if you see them, tell them hello.
Yeah, I know it's I'm not sure if it's one of those things where they're going to have the restaurants closed while they're doing some commercial shoots, but I know a few gentlemen that were a bit nervous about there not being many people there, so maybe if you need lunch or dinner tomorrow, head on out.
We'll see. They'll have more information about it tomorrow where they'll be at. We'll say that just in case they get overwhelmed. So 18-9 the score. Northmore 7 points away from taking control of this match. Earlston with the serve, nearly got the ace, but it's a free ball back to them. Keene with the save, but it's a double hit. Lady Dogs back in the double digits here. It's 18-10.
If you're the Lady Bulldogs, you want it here. I oftentimes talk about it. It's going to seem like such a simplistic comment, but this second set is really the most critical. You do not want to fall 0-2 because then you are going to be battling the rest of the evening. Bit of a confusion here on the rotation. Get things straightened away, though. I think
Knights will get the serve. See, this is where I wish Mackenzie was here. Because she'd say, I guess if you're out of turn, you lose your serve. I don't know.
We're still developing our repertoire.
19-9. So if you're out of serve, you lose your point.
Yeah, Mackenzie, if you're watching from home and want to drop some knowledge in the comments.
Free ball back to the Lady Knights. Leading by 10 here. Make that 11.
Kincaid just does a nice job there. Knepp obviously saw it and I think realized just a little bit too late what she was doing. Couldn't get her body completely in front of that one.
20-9 to score. And an ace. 21-9.
Lady Knights have plenty of cushion here to try and wrap up set number 2.
Back-to-back aces, misplayed.
Earlston doing a nice job back serving for Northmore this evening.
You kind of felt like the air come out of the ball when that
Yeah.
Miscommunication on the service took that point away.
Yeah, I think some of the life just kind of got taken out of them. Communication not as vocal here in the second half of the second set.
Nearly an ace. It's going to be a free ball. Keene over the Kincaid. No, the other way. That was swung by Brewer. And East Knox. A little misdirection there. Nice job by Zoe Parker. She faced one. She did a Patrick Mahomes. She looked one way and swung the other, and it completely threw off the back line of Northmor. That's a great play.
Yeah, probably about as close to an ankle breaker as you can get in volleyball versus basketball.
Nice dig. Too strong. So the Lady Knights do have a little bit of momentum here. They still trail by 12, though. 23-11. Keene from the back line. Passed over. Blocked. Dug up. But not saved. Set point, Lady Knights. 13 set points coming up.
Looked like a couple times potentially it was going to get saved, but Northmor able to have that presence at the front of the net.
Back set off the block and down. That's something I really like about the game of volleyball. Those players that are able to set it over their heads. Like, I don't think I would be able to do that. I don't think I'd be able to get the angle of my hand off.
No.
Probably smack me in the face, actually.
Then it would break our glasses, and it would just be a big mess.
Absolutely. Nice block. East Knox keeping alive here. Kensley McMillan, one of those two on the wall. Nearly an ace. Pushed over. East Knox will have a chance here. Knepp. Off the block. Kind of threw off Keene there. Turns into a free ball. Schlegel gets it back over. Miss hit. Out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs fend off another set point. Although they still need a 10-0 run here to keep the set alive.
Yeah, it would take quite a bit, but if you're the Lady Knights, this is where you want to get that practice, putting your foot down on the gas pedal and just finishing this one up.
Biggs with the serve, back set, and it's a mistake. So a 4-0 run by East Knox, not going away yet. Biggs again. Back line. Nice passing. Set up for Keene. And the Lady Knights take set two. 25-15 is the final here in set two. Lady Knights, one set away from a sweep. We'll be back with set number 3. You're watching the KMAC Match of the Week, live and free on the OH Report, WQEL, and WBCO's Facebook pages.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Welcome back to the Dog Pound, or as I'd like to call it, Shane Knapp Court at Weston Mielek Gymnasium, here on the campus of East Knox High School for set number 3. Lady Knights leading this 2-0. They took the first set 25-16, and the second set 25-15. Travis Berardi, Hayden Gray on the call here in our KMAC match of the week. Also live streamed on WBCO and WQEL's Facebook pages. So all you folks out there in Crawford, Wyandotte counties, hello, welcome, stay a while. Just like Linda Wolford, go Maggie Brewer. Another Maggie Brewer. We should change that to how many Maggie Brewer fans we have in here, because I think she's tied Northmor. Great effort by Parker to keep that alive, but still goes to the Lady Knights for the first point, but you still have to shout out Miss Parker on that effort.
Oh, 100%. I think that's definitely one of the main takeaways that I gathered from their match against Fredericktown was, despite the outcome, that their effort all around the court is still present and definitely much improved upon teams of the past.
That shot too strong, and it's 2-0. Just want to remind you, after this match is over, you can tune in just above on the Facebook feed to boys soccer action from Mansfield Christian. Comstock Field. Clear Fork boys taking on the Mansfield Christian boys. That's also on our main YouTube page. So the Lady Knights once again out to a 3-0 lead on the miss hit.
And if you're a big fan of soccer in the area, we'll also have a couple highlights for you tonight, too. Madison and Mansfield Senior.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lexington and Ashland. So
a lot of good – we always say there's still a lot of good soccer in this area, especially in the last 6-7 years. You know, we had a state champion. We had an All-American, the Gatorade Player of the Year in Taylor Huff, who's now on the – Player of the Year watch list, kind of like the Wooden watch list, but for soccer. She's already on it as a sophomore.
Wow.
Many great athletes. Lacey Bethay up at Bowling Green now. She was from Lexington. East Knox hits that in the net, and it's 5 straight for Northmor. Many great soccer players and even coaches here in the area.
For sure.
Also one coach turned commentator in our own, Jesse Ryder. What a serve. The lob by Earlston just clears the net. Looked like a Justin Tucker 63-yard field goal. Just cleared the post. Sorry, Storm, for that. I know that still hurts you and your lines to this day. Lady Knights looking to make this 7 in a row.
Lots of power off
Great
that one.
dig by Sheesby. Another chance for Northmor. No. Return back over and out. So indeed it is 7 in a row to start set number 3, and we'll get a timeout by the Lady Dogs. And now, while we have a second, let's take a look at the rest of the week here on the OH Report tonight. Northmor East Knox. We also have the Clear Fork Mansfield Christian match. coming up on Thursday, Madison at Mansfield Senior Girls. We're going to try and get that live and free if we can get internet connection from Mihawk, as well as volleyball action, South Central at Crestview. Then football Friday night, the biggest game in Ohio. 2-0 Mansfield Senior, 1-1 Massillon, TI versus TY. That game live and free. Also, 4 more, Buckeye Valley at Ashland, Highland at Crestview, Lexington Clear Fork, Bellevue Shelby. That's a highlight. Worthington Christian, Centerburg. Hayden will be down here for Crawford East Knox. I'll be at Centerburg for Worthington Christian, Centerburg. And then another highlight, Galleon at Upper Sandusky. That'll be an emotional game for
most definitely
the Tigers. Is once again just our condolences to the whole Galleon family after that tragic news this morning. And once again, if you'd like to donate, there is a GoFundMe link on our OH Report Facebook feed just below this match for the McCabe family. 7-1. Into the net is East Knox, make it 8-1. So 8 highlights and or live streams. 6 live streams, 2 highlights for football. All can be seen at 11:30 Friday night. The Friday night pigskin, we will have the highlights from all 8 games, scores from around the area, and much, much more. Tune in around 11:30 on Friday night for the pigskin. Lady Knights with a substitution. James in for Conant.
And 3 miss serves in a row.
6-point advantage for Northmor. But as you said, the Lady Dogs getting all 3 of its points from service errors. Nice serve there. Met by Sydney Biggs. Kind of a knuckler there.
Yeah.
Threw off. Zager.
Sloppy start to the 3rd set here, Travis.
And as you say that, Chloe Keene wipes the floor with that one.
Nothing second effort about that. What a strike.
And the ability to keep it inside the line. She always plays with that back corner. And just, accurate with those hard shots. Back set. Biggs, yes. She's been playing big here in this 3rd set. Cuts it to 10-5. Bit of a miss hit there, but it still turns into a point for the Lady Knights.
I was about to say, I didn't think Keene had that one come off her hand the way she was looking for, but works out in their favor.
Sometimes all you need to do is just hit it over the net, and it could turn into a good thing.
Good effort there by Kiera Knapp, but just misjudged her hand placement on the ball. Northmor going to hop up to a 7-point lead now.
12-5. They're 13 points away from a sweep. Knapp off the block. Kept up, though. Keene from the back line. Back and forth we go. Keene again off the block, but right to the libero. Knapp finds the corner. 8-ball corner pocket. 12-6.
It's definitely what they need, because when she is not when they are not getting points off of some of her plays, they struggle a little bit offensively. Fredericktown, her, and Biggs were the big reasons. So when both of them are clicking, I think, they give themselves a chance to get back here.
There's James with the point. Was that a pun, Hayden? Biggs being big?
I think we both may have just used that pun in the last 2 minutes. So
it's hard to avoid, man.
It is.
It's hard to avoid. Substitution, Lady Knights. Zager comes out. Conant comes in. As well as Maya Trainer checks out.
Trav,
I believe Earlston.
Taking a look down at this Northmor roster, too. Just 4 seniors on this list that we have here in front of us tonight.
Yep. 4 seniors, 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman. The big one, though, Chloe Keene, only a junior.
Yes, you're very happy if you see that.
And Maggie Brewer as well. But they do lose Maddie Blunk, Zager,
and Kincaid.
Kincaid, the big one.
And those certainly will be big holes after this season, not to be already thinking towards the end of the year. But
then on the other side of things, 7 seniors for
yes.
the Lady Dogs. And also they don't have a freshman team this year. They have 4 freshmen only moving up to varsity. 3 sophomores and 2 juniors on that JV squad. So
definitely leave some question marks for them next season.
Miss hit. 2 straight for the Lady Dogs. 13-8. Just missed that one. Maybe by 6 inches, but it's out, and it's 14-8. Make sure to stay tuned after the match for our Knox Community Hospital postgame. Our Knox Community Hospital MVP in the Park National Bank postgame.
Yeah, drop us a comment. Throw out some names of who you think is worthy of the award tonight.
We'll get an interview, and they get a cool OH Report magnet.
I want a magnet.
Well, do something good in a high school sport around here, and you'll get one.
I think
off the block and down.
My dreams of that is over.
I mean, you got to play in a a regional championship, a state Final Four.
Regional.
Oh, that was your senior year was the Steubenville game. Yes.
Yeah.
But you got to play with who I think is a Heisman candidate this year in college football, Brendan Armstrong. So
yeah,
that's something you can say forever. I got to play with top 5 quarterback in college football in 2022.
I'll just make a magnet of that says that.
That's a lot of words, but you probably fit it on there. $17-8 now, the score. And an ace makes it 18-8.
And this is a Lady Knights team that seems to really click well when Earlston is on the serving end of the offense.
Got the point back, Sydney Biggs.
Just too short on the serve there for East Knox. They're going to hand it back over to Northmor, who now just lies 6 points away from the sweep.
Back set over to East Knox. Off the block, but somehow kept alive.
Great effort.
Nearly down, but saved again.
Both sides Both teams displaying great effort.
Great rally going on here. And finally finished off. Maggie Brewer makes it 20-9. They're 5 away.
Honestly, a real shame that rally had to come to an end. I was very much so enjoying the effort we saw out of both sides there, keeping that one alive.
Keen off the block and down.
The back pedal to get back into position, too. Impressive movement across the court for Keene.
And another service error. 21-10. Just over the net. Yummy ball flicked down.
You know that one had to feel good right there when that gets put right in front of your eyes.
Opfer. Just served up on a plate for her. And that's off the line. Yeah, that's an ace. Just inside the line, and another run for East Knox has them to within 9.
Right into the freshly laid purple on the court.
Back set. Saved by Knepp. Opfer. Dinked over and down. Want to say hello to Debbie Schoenfeld. Let's go, Lady Knights. As the Lady Knights make a substitution.
Yep, Maya Trainer will enter the contest, as well as Hannah James. Miscommunication leads to the Lady Bulldogs' mistake. Northmor
2 points away. Maya Trainer to serve. Dinked over and down. Biggs keeps it inside the line. Lady Knights make a couple substitutions. Biggs with the serve. Back set. Yes. Match point, Lady Knights. 11 match points coming up. Allie Sheriff looking to close it out here.
Things look a little bit more certain now. Have a few more minutes. Get in anyone that you want to vote for MVP from the Lady Knights.
Oh, Keene faked it. And James not quite ready. So the Lady Dogs chance at another point. Over the Keene. Into the net. 24-15.
Back down to single digits.
Lady Dogs need 9 more. Over the Keene. Off the net.
Wow.
Dug up.
Great job by Biggs.
Knepp. Back over. Keene will get another chance here. No, the set back over the net. Free ball to Northmor. Up for Keene with the head of steam. Yes. And that's it. Northmor sweeps East Knox 3-0. We'll take another timeout and be back with our MVP inside the Park National Bank postgame. You're watching girls volleyball live and free on the OH Report Facebook, as well as WBCO and WQEL's Facebook pages. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Time now for our Knox Community Hospital player of the game, and that is Northmor senior middle hitter Amanda Kincaid as the Lady Knights sweep East Knox 3-9. Congratulations, Amanda. You guys had a few tough matches after that Lucas Tribe match. Centerburg swept 3-0, and then two, higher rated squads in Big Walnut, and I think another one of those teams down in Columbus. Oh, you lost a tri match. What did you learn from those matches that you were able to bring into this one?
I learned that we really need to communicate a lot, because there's even if it's quiet in the gym, and we still need to keep up the communication and stuff, and be loud, louder than the other team, so we know exactly what's happening at all times. And definitely helping from the bench too, no matter what.
graduated 2 really good players in Swihart and Wenger, but you still have a lot of people back from last year's squad and the year before that went to a district championship game. Just what roles have you guys been able to fill in to keep you guys successful? Like, what have you done to replace like some players like Swihart and Wenger?
Definitely a lot of like repetition with everybody, and then just see who fits the role the absolute best to help the team the best we can. Definitely longer practices and keeping at it.
All right, and take me through this match. I mean, it seemed like you took over when Chloe was in the back, and she took over when you were sitting out or you were in the back. Just what's that role like? You and her being able to just take over a match.
It's great. Like, we use our strongest hitters the best, and I think Coach considers us to be the strongest hitters. So, I mean, it's really good to get the ball almost every time and know exactly where to put it and go around the block and everything. But I say it's pretty good to keep the momentum going, like with both of us, like switching around and everything. Like, we have power in the back row and we have power in the front row also. So.
Finally, first win in the KMAC this season. You got the likes of Cardington and Danville, Fredericktown coming up. You have Centerburg as well. What's it going to take to have a successful season in the KMAC and maybe get yourselves in position to make another good tournament run?
Definitely, our team stresses communication a lot because we tend to go into slopes when we don't communicate as much. So definitely communicating and keeping the motivation, because we still sadly carry on our tradition of digging holes, like keeping scores like really far apart and then like digging our way back up and then eventually winning. So I'm hoping to get out of that so we can keep the momentum the whole time to definitely get the win.
All right, and finally, as always, if you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout out that you'd like, go for it.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
No, not that I can think of.
All right. Tonight's Knox Community Hospital MVP, Amanda Kincaid from Northmor. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
All right. That will wrap things up here from the Dog Pound. I want to thank everybody that helped us make things possible tonight. First off, Hayden Gray, double duty, camera operator and color commentary. Everybody back at BS Media Productions. Our scoreboard sponsor, replay sponsor, MVP sponsor, Knox Community Hospital. Our pre-halftime and post-game sponsor, Park National Bank. Park and Knox Community Hospital, both commercial sponsors. I want to thank Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley back at the OH Report. I want to thank Scott Brickner and the folks here at East Knox High School for allowing you to bring the first varsity match game of any kind in the new gym to you. Also want to thank our friends at WQEL WBCO for teaming up with us this season. We'll have more live streams to come there. But for now, for Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from the Dog Pound. Northmor sweeps it 3-0.